ages. Listen to Solomon's conclusion. As wise as Solomon is, with all the experiences that Solomon has, 700 wives, 300 concubines, look at the riches, look at all that Solomon has. Look at Solomon's conclusion. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God, keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty. How do you know, Solomon? Because I've had the women.
That's all.
And I can tell you that it doesn't matter how many women you have, you're still not happy.
That's right. All right.
Said, I've had the money.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, it doesn't matter how much money you have, it doesn't make you happy. Even the Queen of Sheba, who comes because she has heard the tale and the story, when she comes and she sees his servants, when she sees the mass fortune, when she sees the grandiose palace and all the things, her conclusion is the half hadn't even been told. I mean, the things I've heard about you, I haven't even heard half of what I'm able to see. Even the treasures, you do know the Queen of Sheba was black.
Yeah, right.
Nubian queen.
Yeah.
Yes, Nubian queen. She wasn't. She wasn't from England.
No, sir.
She wasn't from that lineage. She was from an African lineage. Young ladies, young ladies, young ladies, young ladies. Don't disrespect yourselves. There's a commercial that comes on, and it's about this. What do you call that? I think the ladies call it like a camisole or something like that. There is a commercial that comes on, and there's this new little piece of something that they're selling now. It's just about a few inches of material, but the purpose of it, when it comes on, the lady has her blouse on, and then she kind of pulls it and everything. And then she's at work in the commercial, and the guy's standing there, and rather than looking at her eyes, he's looking at where she's opened her blouse. And then she starts closing her blouse. And I often ask my wife. I ask my wife this question.
That's right.
Some things I can only ask my wife. Why do you open it to show it and then get mad when somebody look at it?
That's exactly what that is.
And I don't mean that disrespectful to anyone, but it's just a question. You do that and watch, because you know it's like you button and then you look and then you unbutton and then you kind of almost in my mind it's like, you know, so it'll fall.
They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
I didn't mean, well, why did you button it? And I'm not trying to be this is not about being disrespectful. This is about, if you're a queen, why do you care? Why don't you carry? Why don't you?
Come on here. Come on here.
If you're not advertising, why are you offended when a potential buyer comes along? The reason there's a for sale sign on the window is to invite you to come in. Sorry, I've been on vacation. I'll get it together in a minute. I'll get it together in a minute. Just when I read and I look and I consider where we came from as people, our history, and how an angel food cake is white and a devil's food cake is chocolate. Why did a devil's cake gotta be chocolate? And the angel cake got to be white.
Okay. Bye.
And sometimes we don't realize how our mind is shaped by words. It's shaped by words. It's shaped by thoughts. It's shaped by ideas. Where we were for the last couple of days, it was easy to distinguish between people who had lived outside and had been around us than people who were born there and were not used to us. People who were visitors that were used to us, that was one reaction. But people who were not used to us, like being at the airport coming back, and there are a number of benches, and as the crowd begins to gather, there's Clara, there's Michael, and there's 3 seats. As the crowd begins to gather, they sat, they stood, but no one sat. And I had to girdle up the loins of my mind and say at 5 o'clock in the morning, keep reading, son. Just keep reading. Don't. Just keep reading. Then I proclaimed a fast that we might afflict ourselves. Can I tell you the time in which we live? It's a time that you have got to learn to take personal responsibility for your house. This is not to absolve me of any duties or responsibilities as a pastor. But with all the things that are happening, all the attacks that are coming, if you do not take responsibility for your house, then you are giving that over to whatever feeds your mind. And can I say to you that the only time I am directly feeding you is either Sunday morning or Friday night. So who's feeding you the rest of the time? I never try to make it some deep, mysterious thing. I just watch you. And in watching you, it's almost like what God asked Adam. You hadn't talked to nobody but me. And you've been naked all this time. And now you hiding because you naked? Who you been talking to?
Right there.
All this time it's been God and Adam. The voice of the Lord came walking in the garden in the cool of the day. This is not a brand new thing. God didn't say, let's do something different. This is what God does all the time. And yet on this day, he comes and he asks, Adam, we've always met right here. Where are you? I'm over here behind the bushes hiding. You what? I'm over here behind the bushes hiding.
Yes, sir.
Where are you behind the bushes hiding? Because I'm naked. And who told you that? Who told you was naked?
That's good.
If you're not going to take the kind of responsibility for your children, then you literally are giving it over to whatever feeds them.